10,000 bucks like that, but it is.
And good morning, Rim Country. Chris Higgins in the studio, and it is time for our Community Spotlight program. Hope everyone's having a wonderful hump day. It is Wednesday. Hey, we're halfway there. Friday is almost here, and maybe some rain this weekend. So, ooh, that would be nice. Hey, well, in the studio this morning, I have from Payson Premier Dental, Dr. Kristin Wade, and from Rim Country Middle School, the Dean of Students. It just sounds
right.
The Dean.
Sounds official.
Love that. It does sound official. Jake Swartwood. So good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And so we're going to be talking about tooth extractions, cavity prevention,
Flossing
techniques,
You wanted Jake
bridge
in as an
work,
expert.
root canals.
Root canals are my specialty as well.
Yeah, we're really going to dive deep into the world of root canals. No, we're not. We're not. Not at all, because even though Payson Premier Dental provides all those services and more, our focus today is what Payson Premier Dental does outside of the office and in the community. And there's so many things, Dr. Wade, that you and your staff are involved in the community, and this is one example, isn't
One
it?
example, yeah.
So give us a little maybe background about this relationship and how this came about, and how you got involved with the middle school. And what we're going to be talking about is I believe the rec center.
The rec center.
The rec center that is at the middle school, and kind of how you found out about that, Dr. Wade.
Well, I don't know exactly how I found out. I mean, Jake's been an advocate for the students for so long, and my husband, of course, is a teacher there at the middle school. So, we've had a relationship for a while.
Gotcha.
And then we've been working with Access Culture Group, and they got wind of it as well. So it just sounded like a good partnership.
We just kind of started out, we had some old equipment. It's kind of funny. We had old equipment that was either getting thrown away or going to auction, and we decided, hey, why don't we keep it? It was exercise bikes and row machines and some old dumbbells. And we thought, okay, well, hey, why don't we keep it, and we'll add a little spin to some of our PE classes and kind of make it more physical fitness orientated. And Dr. Wade kind of got wind of what we were trying to do, and through her husband, and then Sarah over at Payson Premier as well, and the rest is kind of history. And Dr. Wade got some huge momentum going behind this project, and then was able to really be the driving force to help get it fully funded to the tune of right around $22,000 when it was all said and done. So
wow,
pretty amazing, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess if you can explain a little bit. This the rec center, what it provides the youth in the community.
Yeah, so what we set out to kind of do was middle school age kids kind of obviously are less mature physically than high school age kids, and working with our physical education teacher Miles Huff, kind of came up with an idea that kind of catered more to their needs and their physical readiness. So we have. It looks like a normal weight room that the high school would have as well, but we also have a lot more what you would call smash balls, large medicine balls that they'll use.
Yeah.
A lot of band work, speed and agility stuff going on, and also just an area that can be highlighted at the middle school as brand new and state of the art for the students to feel. Appreciated and like this is theirs, as opposed to getting some hand-me-downs. If you were a younger sibling or a middle child, it's nice to get those hand-me-downs, and you appreciate them, you use them, and you like them, and you get your favorite shirt out of that. But at the same time, super nice to go shopping with your mom and get something new. So Dr. Wade, our Payson mom, kind of figured out a way to make all that happen for us, and we saw some huge benefits of it this year. It was completed. We had most of it in by December, but the completed project wasn't probably completely finished until April. But our students, were sharing kind of some facilities with the high school at the same time and bopping in between. But towards the end of the year, we got to keep our class. It's our advanced PE class.
Okay.
And at this point, it just targets 8th grade students. And they were able to use it for a full month and a half. It was pretty awesome, and we saw some huge physical gains in our our student athletes and in our student bodies. So it's amazing.
There you go. Hashtag gains.
Yes, hashtag gains, baby.
So it also is being utilized this summer, isn't it?
Yeah, so our sports programs at the middle school for a long time haven't had a huge summer workout program or summer fitness program. And we're still kind of in the infancy of getting that started and getting our coaches to come in and use it and stuff like that. And we're in June, so it's not too late yet, but yeah, our programs are able to come in, schedule times up to go use that facility and kind of work on taking our programs to the next levels.
I know our youngest son, Noah,
Yep.
that's where he is in the mornings in weights, doing
Yep.
weights, and then he can be in the gym, shoot around a little bit, play some basketball,
Yeah.
and it's great. And it's great.
Well, it gives students and kids something to do during the summer, obviously, and then with the fitness center specifically, really allowed us to focus on sending the high school kids that were ready to participate and kind of go into high school athletics with a little bit of an edge. And so we always kind of, and Payson as a football coach and stuff, I always looked and compared us to Snowflake. And I know that Snowflake has nothing like this. And so we are hoping that this is something that will give us a little bit of an edge. One of our young men, we actually had 3 or 4 young men who through the program this year and kind of starting it, ended up they're going up to high school and they're going to be squatting over 300 pounds, which is crazy to think that we're sending 8th graders that are ready. Now, like we don't have all of our students go in that direction. It's based on a case by case, assessment of the student and seeing if their body's physically mature yet to take stuff like that on. If it's not, we have a lot of body stuff, a lot of resistant band, a lot of just speed and agility stuff to get kids ready for that. So
well, it's great for them to have that opportunity. So if they are ready, if there's a willingness, they can start getting into that in middle school. And it reminds me of yesterday we had a couple Longhorns in here, Bree Hall and Connor Hatch.
Yep.
And one of the things that Connor mentioned, and we were talking about the Aspire program, so talking about academics, but they also touched on their accomplishments in athletics as well. But he said one of the benefits for him of participating in the AVID program and having Aspire, Arizona Foundation, supporting them and paying for those classes, was it gave him confidence. It gave him confidence going into college that he's prepared better. He's a little more prepared. He has a better understanding of what to expect in college. So I imagine the same would be true for middle school students that, they're like thinking, oh, we're going to be hitting the weight room, and instead of it all being brand new to them, they can get a start in middle school.
Absolutely. One of the biggest things you see is the safety that we kind of like. Everybody goes through a little safety stuff with Mr. Hoff and make sure they understand how things operate. But you're spot on. It's super intimidating. I remember being a freshman. Gosh, it's can you believe 20 years? This is my 20-year reunion this year. I'm crazy. I'm getting old.
Wow. Well, I noticed in the beard a little. I mean, mine's just all.
No, I use Touch of Gray just for men, and I brush it in just because I want to appear.
That's put out by the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
A little Touch of Gray. Touch of Gray for men.
Yeah, but it was intimidating going in as a freshman, and you're like, oh my gosh, I've got no idea. Get on the squat rack, and you're looking around, you're like, I don't see a squat rack. I see these bench racks. I see these huge racks. I assume that's it. I'm not sure. Where do I go?
Yeah.
So now kids are coming in, and it should hopefully boost high school, sports in general. But obviously, it just give them a foot in the door when they come in and they know what's going on, and they'll feel confident to come in the summer. So pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is all kind of because Dr. Wade got involved and started the ball rolling for us and said, hey,
there's so many people that added to it, MHA.
It was a laundry list. It's the MSA, MHA, Payson Premier, obviously. Payson Fan Club got involved.
Wow.
The golf course.
The golf course helped us with a fundraiser as well, and so.
And I think the maintenance gentlemen at your school too, they just did a fantastic
They build everything. John Bassett and John Salea over at the middle school are our custodians, but anybody who's in education knows the most important people at your school are your custodians and your secretary in the front, and you want to be on good with them, and those people keep the school running. But yeah, the two Johns, good Lord, they set everything up, did it together, and
wow,
it's pretty amazing. So awesome to see what our community can do when it's led by somebody like Dr. Wade and getting some direction behind it, and people want to support those kind of things. So.
Yeah, it is just a great example, and we see so many wonderful examples of businesses, organizations, whether nonprofits, the school district, the town, but just that collaboration. Yeah. And when we're working together and focused on a common goal, you can accomplish so much.
And I do want to say, like, the school, I think the school gets a bad rap sometimes for not, like, putting things in.
Yeah.
The school was one of the primary funders as well, and matched the largest donation that we had, coming in at like $5,700. So it was cool to, I know specifically for me personally speaking as a taxpayer and stuff, I love seeing it when the school district is also ponying up and stepping up and saying, hey, we can't do this project on our own this year, but when you get a lot of like-minded people together, you can get projects like this done pretty easily. So.
And I think it is a case, probably the same for you, Dr. Wade, but it's a case where when you see that buy-in from the school, then that motivates you even more, doesn't it?
Right. Yeah, it's a really important piece of it too. I think, just having that skin in the game type of thing. So.
Yeah, and I think there are cases and examples where the school has been good. There's been contributions or people willing to contribute, and the school has been able to step up and put a little skin in the game as well. It's not always possible. I know how that is with budgets and different things. But when it happens, it's great.
Yep.
So because the ones who benefit are the students, the youth.
My goal, my dream off of what we had is we used to have 2 PE programs at the middle school and just kind of like the high school and all those. And I think that this is going to show the need for an additional kind of FTE for a school teacher, for a female PE teacher or something else. Currently right now we have 1 PE class that goes every hour, but it'd be amazing to have 2 and be able to have an advanced program that's offered every hour, and also have a physical education class that is more just gauged toward intro to athletics and stuff like that, or pure physical fitness. And so the guy's got a dream, right? And that's that. Now we've got the facility and the equipment for it, and now we'll just see if we can grow it, and I think it'll grow very well. So.
Oh, and at the beginning of the program, when I introduced you, I neglected to also introduce you as the athletic coordinator as well for RIM Country Middle School. So you talked about a little bit, the vision that you have and how this plays into that. What I guess, how does this, the rec center, the weight facility, what else does this help, or how else does it fit into your vision and what you see?
So injury, typical like sports, and you think of football, and that's what I always go to because I was a football coach. Most injuries in football a lot of the times happen because kids aren't physically strong enough to go out and put their bodies through those kind of legalized assault that's happening on a football field. And so I foresee it being a really boost for our athletics. And with that goes hand in hand with our academics, because our student athletes always do a good job of keeping eligible, and so it really pairs for just a good culture and feel about the middle school in general. And so I would imagine our athletes are going to be bigger, faster, stronger than they have been in years past, and hopefully those things transition into success, but only time will tell, and I know we've got a lot of dedicated individuals in our community and with our students that should allow that to happen. So
no, that is great.
It's exciting.
It is. It is. Again, if you're just tuning in, talking with Dr. Kristin Wade from Payson Premier Dental, and Jake Swartwood, the RIM Country Middle School Athletic Coordinator and Dean of Students.
It sounds so official, doesn't it?
Yeah, Dean.
I gotta pick it out, man. They were calling me teacher on assignment when I came on, and that's the fancy term for you don't have a master's yet, so we can't call you assistant principal. And I'm like, man, I don't want to be teacher on assignment.
Teacher on assignment?
I know, yeah. I wanted a business card, and you want teacher on assignment on a business card? I sure didn't. So
kind of sounds like you're just here for a short term,
a little bit. Exactly. So we changed the title, and that was in my first year there, and it was kind of fun to do. And now I got a business card. So hey, it worked out. Yeah.
No, that is that's a lot better. So other projects, I guess, other things that you might be looking at, where there's opportunity for organizations, businesses to contribute. I guess, what are some of the?
Gosh,
the laundry list.
There's a list of things, and I'll tell you, I don't want to, as a dean of students, and
yes.
I know that the district has vision of where they want facilities, and there's a schedule, and there's a lot of thought that goes into those things, and I'm not in all those meetings. I can tell you that there's I'm good friends with the high school athletic director, Ryan Shirley. Guy does a great job over at the high school. And I can tell you Ryan is on top of facility needs and things like that. And he's been working with some large donors to get some, I think he's got the gyms both getting resurfaced. And I think his next task is, we've got that giant football stadium project, but that is a huge project, and to go in steps, it's going to need, more than likely have to go in steps, but that's a $2.5 to $3 million project, but that's not.
Well, and I believe isn't a scoreboard kind of happening?
There's some scoreboard talk out there that I know that he's looked at as well, and trying to just kind of revamp and rebrand the facilities. It's been a while since they did that, and we took part of a budget discussion, but I don't believe a budget discussion had been done with the high school and middle school athletics in my time there, but I think that's gonna kind of open some eyes to what is generated, what is needed, and how can we improve, and what direction we're gonna go. And so I'd hate to sit and pinpoint some, but I know that the stadium one is a big one. The middle school gym is one that eventually will need to be done as well. It's the same surface. I think that there's two different surfaces there. The first one is a yellow one that I played on. The next one is laid right on top. It is a cubed plastic thing that is kind of put together, and so that'll need to be addressed at some point. But I know that under the direction of our superintendent and the people in the business office, I know they've got a pretty good plan in place of what they're going to address. So.
And I've also been really impressed with the job that Ryan is doing at the high school. He's the high school athletic director, and his how he's gotten involved. He's like he's pulling so many people in. He's willing to talk to all the coaches, work with all the coaches, and also reaching out down to you, with the middle school. I think it's great because if everyone's on the same page and working together, again, it's just you can get more accomplished, and the more prepared the middle school students can be going into high school, into the different athletic programs and so on.
Well, this project speaks exactly to that. With Dr. Wade getting behind it and getting it done. Miles Huff, who's our PE coach, has been working a lot with Coach Burke over at the high school, and to make sure that these programs are feeding into each other and deeming it more successful for the future. And that also is kind of a same relationship that Ryan and I have, bridging middle school and high school athletics to where it's more encompassed under one roof. And so that's that overall goal, and hopefully it gives our student athletes the best chance for success, and that they learn some good life lessons and are able to come out and be active members in our community. I know Dr. Wade's office, when you go in, a lot of the receptionists and stuff are girls that I recognize from high school athletics. And it's just it's great to see them continuing to be successful, and just as they were in athletics, and then going to be contributors in our community. So.
And that's something you've been a big supporter, I know, with KRIM and sponsorship of the high school sports, the live streaming of the sports as well. And so this isn't like your first dabble in supporting the Payson youth and athletics. So it's something that you've done for a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, we love this community, and you know, we raised our kids here, and they're no longer in high school or middle school, but
Yeah.
I just think it's so important, and I really, you know, want to give a shout out to Jake and all the educators and the coaches and the superintendent, Linda, just fabulous. You know, they do it with heart, and they do it because, you know, they want to see these kids succeed, and so I think just pulling it all together, you know, and just supporting whatever we can, I think is what we want to do.
Oh yes, well, there's so many teachers, faculty, staff that care, that really care, and it shows. It shows. I know I was talking with a former teacher, now retired, but Deb Jones, and a couple of our children graduated through PCS, and she was one of the teachers there, and you know, they just you know, showed you know, the students all the time how much they care. And so when it came time to graduation, and you see it, high school graduation, PCS graduation, but just the students that thank, you know, their teachers, and thank, you know, different people, that coaches that had such an impact in their life, and they truly made a difference because they really care. And it's great to see that, and it's great to be in a community where you have people like that.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, and it's nice too. I mean, I probably see a little bit more at the middle school just because Gail's there, but
Yeah.
Just the whole group that is at the middle school is just amazing. So they've just got a great thing going, I think. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, well, that is.
They're crazy. Middle schoolers are crazy, and so you have to be a little bit into their crazy as well. And
no, yeah, and well, and Gail, your husband, a little, he fits right in there. I was like, wait, you still have one in middle school?
Yeah. Gail was my high school English teacher. So yeah, and I remember reading Beowulf and all these other you know, interesting reads that I had. Yeah, not interesting reads, dry reads that we would read, and he would tell us, "Get excited about this," and we'd be like, "I don't understand." Some good fun.
Oh no, good times. Yeah, well, and I just have to say, Payson Premier Dental. I don't know if people listening or watching had an opportunity, I believe it was last month, where we had Dr. Hanley in and talked with Dr. Hanley a little bit, new dentist at Payson Premier Dental, and in bringing Dr. Hanley on and into the office, that has allowed you to take on new patients now.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're able to open that up and fill a schedule. It's been great.
Dr. Hanley is also an oral surgeon, so he's able to produce root canals out of the office now, and that's something that we no longer have to go to Phoenix for if you aren't able to do it here. So. And
I know also getting into, and I don't know how far along is, implants.
Yep, absolutely.
So where are you in that process, as far as, are you providing now full implants?
Yeah, I would say we're providing full implants. I still am referring, cases where they, need a full mouth basically of implants. But yeah, he's been doing great. Super kind, very conscientious, and really wanting to do his best for his patients. So it's been a great addition. So.
Yeah, and it was great hearing his background.
Yeah.
And also kind of how he got into dentistry as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to see that program, just you can go on the KRIM YouTube channel, Facebook page, search the Community Spotlight programs, and you can watch that. Also wanted to show, because Dr. Wade brought both Jake and I, and DJ Pammy, who comes in at 11 o'clock. These are your new patient.
New patient gift bags.
Goodie bags.
Well, I don't like to go anywhere empty-handed.
Oh, so hey, not only when you become a new patient, are you going to have a dentist that has the hands of an angel. I always have to say that.
Is that Dr. Hanley?
No. His Not as
Not as
the
gentle.
same. He is
Callous.
a little because last time in a cleaning, I had a
Okay.
cleaning, and he a little bit, and
Not the same.
not the same.
Well.
Not the same, but there's only one Dr. Wade.
Yes,
There's only one Dr.
very
Wade.
true.
So but you get these cups. They have some chapstick.
Chapstick's my favorite.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm a proud patient of Payson Premier Dental.
As am I, and
You know.
the fam, and like Jake said before the program, before we went on, it's just a bugger when you wash them. So make sure
Yeah.
you get the
Yeah.
chapstick out of your pants.
My wife
It's-
yells at me.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah,
Again.
well, when it happens,
Again.
183 times, Jake, it's
Yeah.
not good. Not
I
good.
told her I'm testing her. She needs to check the pockets, but I don't know.
Oh,
Not sure.
wow.
Maybe you need to start doing laundry, Jake.
Yeah.
I probably could do that.
Good testing. But I'm trying to help you, babe.
Yes,
This is
yes.
my way of
How long
That's
you
how
been
you avoid Alzheimer's
Yeah.
by testing yourself daily through things like this. And so I'm trying to help us later in life.
Yeah.
But,
How
Mm,
many years?
4 years in October.
Nice. Oh, that's great.
yeah,
I
and
hope.
are you sure you're not in sales?
No.
It sounds like a sales pitch there, trying to convince her.
Oh yeah, 4 years in October, so that's
No.
a good thing.
That's
Well,
great.
again, thank you so much, Dr.
Yeah,
Wade,
thank you for having us.
coming in and sharing.
Thank you, Jake, for
And thank you, Jake, for
Oh man, it's been fun. I will tell you, like, I get to talk with Dr. Wade occasionally, and my favorite thing about her is there's never been, when I was a football coach, if I had a need, it was
Mhm.
like, I came to her with a need, and she was like, absolutely, let's figure out how to make this happen. And I don't think it's unique to me,
Mhm.
being from the middle school or knowing Gail or anything. I think that same compassion for community is from her, and it exudes out of her staff, and it is just a wonderful highlight for our community to have such an awesome dental practice in town. And it's not, I know it's not limited to Dr. Wade only, but gosh, it's been awesome to get to know her over the last 10 years and just have something that I needed and come and tell her about it, and typically gets done. So huge thanks to you, and I know our student body appreciates it, and I know you got to meet some of us.
Yeah,
Is today our Facebook video drop?
Oh, I don't know. Is it?
I was hoping it was going to be a live drop today, and
Oh.
Sarah was going to be like, tell them to get ready right now.
Sarah's in Maui.
So-
Sarah? Gosh, dang it.
Sarah's in what you
In Hawaii. So
Maui.
she can still drop it from Hawaii. It's just a little bit.
Drop it while it's hot. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, on the beach.
Yes.
So with a coconut.
Hopefully. But we got a cool video that'll
Yeah.
kind of highlight
Super fun.
the middle school project and kind
Okay.
of Matt Davis from Access
Mhm.
put it together. And
Yeah.
Matt always does a great job.
yeah.
And didn't talk about
Great.
Matt. Matt was really
Yeah.
a good voice as well, with him running CrossFit and everything. Kind of a different look at physical fitness as a
Mhm.
typical weight room. And
Yeah.
he had some good guidance for us to look at as well. So Matt was awesome to have along.
Oh, yeah, that's really good. So again, just so many people involved.
Yeah.
So many people
Very
involved, but so true about you, Dr. Wade, and just your community, your heart for the community, which is great, and it's awesome, isn't it? And it is great working with people like that,
It is.
and being a part of that. It always feels so good.
Mhm.
So again, well, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, Jake, for coming.
Thanks for
in.
having us.
Yeah, and look out for that video. I guess that would be on
It's
the
dropping soon on Facebook. Just
They-
get ready.
Get
on
ready,
the
get ready.
RCMS Facebook page.
I think it'll be on
and
Payson
Payson Premier
Premier
Dental.
page
Yeah.
first, and then we will
Okay.
reshare it obviously with our
Yeah.
RCMS page and
Yeah.
stuff. And
Yeah, super fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you should follow, if you don't follow the Payson Premier Dental Facebook page.
It's entertaining.
Guys, it is, because with the Humane Society, you're
Yeah,
big
I love the
supporters of the
dogs.
Humane Society, the dogs that come in, and different pets, different dogs. Yeah, just a really fun page. You highlight different employees and things that they have going on, and your
Do you
outings
have a
and stuff.
Facebook page for the middle school?
Yeah, we do. It's just Rim Country Middle
Okay.
School.
Nice.
Yeah.
For Payson, yeah. So.
There you go. Maybe you can have like everyone at Payson Premier Dental be in the gym over there and do a workout.
We
Oh, you
tried
just
to-
get ready.
yeah.
Get ready, man. The video's coming.
Am I? Wow. So is that a
Yeah.
little bit? Yeah.
Get excited.
Okay.
Maybe not the ladies working out in
Yeah.
there, But the ladies are in there in that video, and there's other people,
Working out.
Working out.
maybe middle schoolers, I don't know.
Well,
So yeah, it's a cool video.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's fun.
There we go. Anticipation now. All right. Well, hey, time to get back to the music here with, I think we have some Gary Newman singing about cars, not the group Cars, but he's singing about them. And some David Bowie, Meatloaf, Jethro Tull, and more. But first, let's get a quick update from the National Weather Service.
Forecast for Payson and surrounding areas. Now,
There we
Backfire,
go.
Just use this hand.
For today, partly to mostly sunny.
See you later, guys.